Hello, my loves, and welcome to an update on the O'Learys. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do today, but, Eric and Elowyn just lost their dad. Ellery, she knows who her dad was, you know what I mean? But he wasn't really around much for most of her life because of his addiction. And so Ivan is really Ellery's dad, pretty much. I mean, for a long time, she called him Daddy Van Van, but now she just calls him Daddy. Um, that's her dad. You know what I mean? So, but Eric and Elowyn, they grew up with Cade in the house. They know Cade as their dad. Cade was a good dad to the twins until his relapse. And so Eric and Elowyn are really feeling the after effects of losing their dad more than Ellery. I think Ellery is still also too young. I mean, she's 3, you know what I mean? So she doesn't really understand, you know. But I don't know. It's a lot. So the kids are dealing with their grief. Nenea is also grieving in a way. You know, she loved Cade very much. And if Cade had not relapsed, her and Cade would still be together. Cade dying was actually not part of my plan for the O'Learys. Cade was supposed to make it out of his relapse. I knew that Cade was going to relapse. But I didn't know how bad it was going to get. And that was actually just the game doing its thing. I mean, I tried to get him to go to rehab and it would just cancel the action. I would try to get him to go to counseling and it would just cancel the action. I really feel like it was Cade's choice to continue to use. And unfortunately, he ended up paying the consequences for that. So it looks like Elowyn has some tissue paper flower issues we need to take care of. So in celebration of Love Day, Elowyn Simone's class made tissue paper flowers. The teacher asked all of the students to give their flowers away to someone special. Now Elowyn Simone just needed to think of the right person. So we need to either keep our flowers for ourselves or gift flowers to Brighton Day. I think she's definitely going to give her flowers to somebody. You know what? Actually, no. I think she's going to keep them to herself. Elowyn is kind of a drama queen, and she is all about like wanting to be popular and having a bunch of friends, and wanting everybody to think that she's like the best. So Elowyn Simone decided to keep the flowers for herself. While at recess, another kid spotted them and offered to trade for some real flowers. Considering it an upgrade, Elowyn accepted. She'd started the day with nothing, and now she had a bouquet of real flowers. What an enterprising young sim. Okay, well, cool. So Nani is in here cleaning up the kitchen, and she is pregnant. Yes, you heard me correctly. She is pregnant. If you watched the last episode, you will know her and Ivan are expecting, and she's really excited. She's soaking it all up because this is her last baby. Nani will not be having any more children after this. 4 children is a lot, and she's feeling it, but she is soaking it all up. I have her pregnancy paused right now. She is in her first trimester, and we're really just kind of taking it slow with this pregnancy. But she is, she's relishing it all. The morning sickness, the bloating, the gas, the hunger, the exhaustion. She's really just soaking it all in. She knows that it's hard right now, but at the very end of the day, she feels like this is a special time. This is her last baby, and it's exciting. So, all right, we're going to have Ivan go ahead and get dressed. We're going to have him just throw on a pair of shorts and a tank. He's going to grab some leftovers, and then He is not hungover. He had one drink last night when he got home from work. We need to have Eric. Oh, we have an last exception. That's fine. We need to have Eric kind of get himself ready because we've got a big day today. Eric and Ivan are actually going camping, which is very exciting. Eric has always wanted to go camping and sleep in a tent, go fishing, you know, all that stuff. He just has not ever had the chance. Cade always said that he would take him, and unfortunately, just never got around to it. But he's going to get to go today, and that's really exciting. So we're going to go ahead and have Nani change her outfit. We're going to change her into something comfy for the day. And then I think Nani is just going to work on making some wedding cakes. Now, Nani does have a job. She does work in the culinary career. But why are my Sims not getting leftovers? Boys are sitting here eating their eggs Benedict, and then once Eric finishes his, we are going to get ready to head out for our little camping vacation. It's just going to be Eric and Ivan. Nanea and the girls are staying home. It's going to be a little boys trip, and I am so freaking excited. All right, so Eric and Ivan are going on vacation. Now, we don't have a whole lot of money, so we are going to be staying in tents. We are not going to be staying in a cabin or anything like that. We're getting the full camping experience. Eric was very adamant that he wanted to stay in tents, that he did not want to stay in a cabin. So we are coming out to Granite Falls, and I'm so excited. Eric is going to have an absolute blast. So we are actually going to be here for 3 days. Very, very exciting, but we do need to purchase all of our camping gear once we get here. So we have some things we need to take care of. All right, we are here at the campground. I just need to find the little thing where you can purchase your stuff. It's right here. Ivan's like, come on, Eric, we got supplies to buy. Let's go find a spot to set up camp. I think I would like them to set up their camp. Maybe. Ew, there's some bugs. Ew, what are those? Ants of some kind? All right, Ivan, let's have you come over here. He's like, okay, Eric. All right, let's start setting some stuff out here. So we have our tent. So let's have him go ahead and put the tent out. He's like, all right, here's our tent. We'll have him place this down. Oh no, this is gonna drive me insane. No, this is not gonna work. We're gonna have to, okay. So right here is the area that I can use. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna say that that's not there, you know. The rest of this is fine. But all right, let's have them come over here then. Let's have Eric come over and practice his stuff here. We'll have him place the tent down. I'm gonna drag these couple chairs out. All right, now I can kind of get stuff situated the way I want. So, and then we can always move those chairs if we need to. I may put down a little poohoo bush. Perfection. Okay, I think we have everything we need now. Eric is very excited to be playing horseshoes. Ivan's like, hang on, I gotta pee, and then we'll do something fun, okay? So Ivan's like, all right, bud, why don't you come over here and I'll teach you how to light a fire. All right, he's like, okay, bud, now when you light the fire, you have to be really careful. Oh, they're so cute. Let's have them roast some marshmallows. We'll have a little marshmallow snack. Oh, look at Eric roasting his little marshmallow. Ivan, roast your marshmallow. Oh, they're talking about sports. Oh my god. Stop. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. How freaking adorable are they? Eric's like, mine's not done enough. Oh no, Eric, you dropped your marshmallow. Oh, that's okay, buddy. It's okay. Make another one. It's like, I feel like such a llama. I dropped my marshmallow. Ivan's like, it's fine, bud. You'll get used to it. Look, Ivan's like, delicious. Marshmallow. Nothing better than a golden brown, perfectly toasted marshmallow. Oh, Eric loved his marshmallow. Okay. All right, it is getting kind of warm, and they are overheating a little bit. So let's have them maybe go on a little bit of a hike. Let's go ahead and add to group. And then we're going to go on a little bit of a hike. Let's see. Right here. Explore woods. Explore woods. Look, Eric is so excited to be camping. He is having the time of his freaking life right now. All right, we are headed out into the forest. He's like, all right, bud, are you ready? All right, let's take a look around and see what we can see. Oh, is this like the place where you can go see all the frogs and stuff? Neat. Here we go. Let's have them come fishing. Ivan's like, all right, bud, are you ready? Perfect cast. Good job, Eric. Oh, guys. Oh, he got the adventurous personality trait. Stop it. Wait. Oh, that was Ivan. Not Eric. I thought it was Eric. Oh, but look at how stinking cute they are. And look at how happy Eric is. I have not seen Eric smile like this in a really long time, you guys. Eric! Oh, dang it. I was hoping I could get a picture of that. He caught his first fish. Oh. Oh, we are definitely mounting that. That is his first fish. We're going to name it. And we're going to name it Eric's first fish. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud. Good job, Eric. You guys, look. I'm so freaking proud of this kid. I want you guys to know that Ivan has not caught a single fish. Eric has caught both fish. So I'm very proud. Oh my gosh, there's a bear. Oh my gosh. Panic, panic, panic. Okay, go back. Go back to your lodging. Go back to your lodging. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. There's a freaking bear. He probably smelled the fish. So Ivan and Eric had to leave the fishing hole because there was a bear that obviously smelled the fish they had caught. So they hurried up and packed their stuff and ran back to their campground so that they could cook up their fish. I'm going to cheat up Ivan's energy need here a little bit. And him and Eric are going to cook up the fish that Eric caught. So, oh no, maybe I don't. We'll cook up the yellow perch, but I don't want to cook up Eric's first fish. And we're going to have him roast his fish. Eric is going to come roast his fish. He's like, yep, and you just turn it from side to side. You want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked because if you eat undercooked fish, it could make you sick. Eric is having so much freaking fun, you guys. They are having the absolute best time of their lives. They are loving this. He wants to enthuse about the outdoors, so let's do that. Let's interest, is it here? Talk about favorite animal. We could do that. Let's talk about favorite animal. Ask where the moon went. Oh my goodness, cute. Ivan, can you add a log really quick? There we go. All right, Eric is finishing up his fish. All right. Ivan's like, hey, Eric, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. We need to kind of start getting ready for bed, bud. So they're going to go ahead, hop in the tent, and have a wonderful little night's sleep in their tent. Eric is so excited to be sleeping in a tent. So we'll pause for now and we'll catch back up with them in the morning. All right, you guys, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon and Eric and Ivan got up this morning. Hello, bear. Eric and Ivan got up this morning. Ivan made some grilled fruit on the grill. They had some breakfast, and then they went on a little hike. And while they were hiking, they came across this little stream that Ivan thought would be perfect for fishing. So him and Eric are just having a little fun fishing in the stream. Eric is living his best life right now. He is having an absolute blast. He wants to catch at least 2 more fish so that they can have grilled fish for lunch. And then they were thinking about maybe hot dogs for dinner. Or Ivan was also thinking about teaching Eric how to make some camper stew, which I think will be super fun. So the other thing that Ivan wanted to do today was he wanted to teach Eric how to make an insect repellent, because Ivan actually has level 10 herbalism skill. And so he's very knowledgeable about what plants he can use for what purpose. And so he really wants to kind of take the time to teach Evan that. But while him and Evan are here fishing, he's going to broach the topic of Evan's dad. Ivan is going to broach the topic of Evan's dad. So I want them to kind of find a spot to sit. Is there like I don't see anything that's not like at someone's campsite or anything. I'm gonna put them in a group together because for some reason they keep leaving their little group that I put them in. Looks like he can't go past this point. Let's maybe have them come here together, and then we'll see about maybe taking a picture of the 2 of them in front of the big like woodchuck statue. Now, do either one of them have a camera? All right, Ivan, let's have you take your photo. Can we zoom out some more? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Oh, we're definitely going to have to send this to Nenea. Let's send a text to Nenea, and we'll say he just kind of sent those pictures to Nenea. Eric, why? Eric. No. Oh, change out of that outfit. What the heck is wrong with you? No, we're not doing the I'm a bear phase. That's not happening. He's getting hungry though, so we are gonna go back and have a little lunch. Let's see, where is our camping spot? I always lose it. Here it is. Okay. So let's have Eric come back. He's going to practice horseshoes a little bit while Ivan cooks up some lunch. We're gonna have Ivan grill. Can we make the camper stew? I guess not. Let's just do some mushroom steak. So he texted Nani and he's like, Eric and I are having a great time. We miss you. He hasn't had a chance to talk to Eric and like broach the topic of Cade yet, but it will happen. Ooh, yum. Okay. He's like, Eric, come on, time for lunch. So we're gonna go ahead and put this stuff in the trash, and then we'll have Eric stop playing horseshoes. We'll go ahead and call Tamil. He's like, Eric, come on, mushroom steak's done. Eric's like, man, Ivan, these bugs are driving me insane. Ivan's like, yeah, I know they're bad, huh? Well, how about we eat dinner, and then after dinner I'll show you how to make an insect repellent with noxious elderberry and basil. So Ivan's cooking up the bug repellent, and he's like, okay, so you add your noxious elderberry, and then you add a little bit of basil, and once it's all cooked up, it gives you a nice insect repellent that's safe to put on your skin. No harsh chemicals. Eric's like, that's really cool. So Eric's gonna go ahead and clean this up. While Ivan does one more insect repellent, we're gonna go ahead and put this insect repellent here on the table. He's like, here, bud, you take that, go ahead and use it, put it on your arms, on your face, legs, everything, and that should keep the bugs away for a while. So Eric's got his little jar of bug repellent and he's putting it on. Oh, did you see the chipmunk run past there? So I think now is when Ivan is gonna bring up Cade. Okay, and this is gonna be a little bit of a tough conversation, but it's one that I think Ivan and Eric desperately need to have. Look at him putting it on. It's definitely one that needs to happen. So we are going to Oh, we can invite him to join cooking? There we go. He's like, here, bud, look. Oh, this is cute. Okay, go ahead and apply your insect repellent. And then let's maybe have them come sit and play a game. Change game. Let's have them do a puzzle. Let's have them do a puzzle together and they can sit and talk. Choose a puzzle. We're going to do a 500-piece puzzle. Let's do fantasy. Let's do Guardian of the Forest. Since they're in the forest, I think that sounds amazing. And then can you work on the puzzle too? Come on. Okay, perfect. All right. So Ivan is now going to bring up Cade. I know we've said it like 3 times, but he's working up the nerve, okay? This is a rough conversation to have with your kiddo. So we're going to go ahead and let's do a little bit of small talk and let's get to know him a little bit. We will ask about school. He's like, how's school going? Are you making friends and, enjoying yourself? And Eric's like, yeah, school's okay. Let's ask about his day. He's like, are you having fun on our camping trip? I'm having a blast. So he's starting with some small talk. We're going to, talk about games. We're going to, just kind of build up to that. We'll discuss healthy relationships a little bit. And he's basically like, I'm really glad that you're having a good time. And I know that your mom would have loved to be here too, but I really wanted the time to just spend some one-on-one time with you since, you didn't get to spend that one-on-one time, with your dad. And he's like, speaking of your dad, I know it's kind of a hard topic, but, how are you feeling about all of that? You guys, Eric just got up and walked away. Oh, he just got up and walked away. As soon as Ivan brought up Cade, he got up and walked away and went into the tent and laid down. So Ivan's kind of sitting here with this half-made puzzle and he's feeling kind of sad. Oh, you guys, I'm so sad for him. Oh. He's kind of sitting here and he's like, I just wanted to help. Like, I just wanted to talk to him, I think we need to call Naya. So let's give her a call. We're not going to dump her. Let's chat. Let's call her and chat. And we're going to be like, he's going to call her. Oh. He's like, hey, babe. No, I tried to talk to Eric about Cade, and as soon as I brought him up, he completely shut down. He went in the tent and went to bed. He's asleep now, but I don't know. I'm a little worried because, he just refuses to talk about it, and I know that he's got some big feelings about it. And Naya's like, well, I'm sure, if you just spend a little more time with him, eventually you'll get him to open up. He's like, okay, love you. So I don't know. I feel so bad. Ivan. He was just trying to help. And I think Eric eventually will open up. I do. I just think that he's having a really hard time right now. I don't know. That just makes me sad. Look, as soon as Ivan went into the tent to go to sleep, Eric woke up and left the tent. What is going on? So it's raining a little bit and Eric is just kind of, I don't know, sitting out here by the campfire and he's feeling angry. He's upset. He's mad. I don't know. He's dealing with some big emotions right now. And I get that. I think we're going to have Ivan come out and we're going to have Ivan just come and sit. Look, Eric won't even look at him. You guys. Look, he's like, I don't want to talk about it. So I think Ivan is going to try to dig a little deeper now. We're going to promise to help. He's like, Eric, I know that you're sad and I understand, but I promise I want to help you and I want to understand. Eric's like, you don't understand. My dad died. And so I think Ivan is going to divulge a little bit of personal information about his life. He's like, buddy, I know you think I don't understand. He's going to add another log to the fire here real quick. He's like, I know you think that I don't understand, but I do. I do understand because my dad died too. And so he's just kind of like, I know what it's like to lose a parent. And I'm really sorry that you have to feel that pain at such a young age. I was older when my parents died. He's like, so I understand the pain that you're feeling. And he was like, you do? And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, it always hurts when you lose a parent. And there's no way around that. But your dad loved you a lot. He was just sick. And sometimes that happens. People get sick and they die. And it's a really painful part of life. But it's important that you talk to the people around you that love you and that care about you. And don't keep those emotions all bottled up inside, because that could be more damaging to you than anything else. And Eric's like, well, I don't really know how to talk about it. I mean, I don't want people to think that I'm a sissy or something, but I miss my dad. He's like, Eric, nobody is going to think you're a sissy because you miss your dad. That is a completely valid feeling. And you're allowed to cry. Just because you're a boy doesn't mean you can't cry. Boys cry. I love this. I love that they're having such a little heartwarming conversation. I just want him to give a little bit of affection. Let's console grief. He's like, it'll be okay. Oh. I'm going to change Ivan's outfit here really quick. Hang on. I'm going to put him in his PJs too. Oh. Okay, I want you to give him a hug. He's like, come on. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We need to be getting to bed. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. We're going fishing again. And we'll do some hiking and see what kind of bugs and stuff we can find. Maybe we'll find a bear. Boo! Eric's like, gosh dang it. All right, Eric's got to pee. He's like, well, I got to pee first. He's like, okay, well, there's a bush over there. Just go behind that. So Eric's going to go to the bathroom, but I think we are going to end this episode here. I had so much fun on this little camping trip, and I think Eric is really starting to process through some of his emotions. I think that losing his dad, like with Cade, it took a major toll. This is his first real experience with death, and this is as close as it has ever come to him, which is terrifying. So he doesn't really understand death. He doesn't know what it means. He doesn't get it. And it's a hard thing to process death when it's somebody that you know, but it's even harder when you're so young and it's a parent. It's just a lot. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.